It's about 8:20. I've been walking for about 10 minutes or so now, so I've had a bit of a lie-in today. It's you know, because of the extra mileage I did yesterday, today is shorter. Heading to Plymouth. The guidebook just says today finishes in Plymouth, but I'm not quite sure whereabouts exactly in Plymouth, so I'll just see how far I get. I'm thinking maybe Plymouth Hoe, but yes, you know, I can end it at any point when I get to Plymouth today. So yeah, I was pretty tired last night. Had a shower, went to the restaurant to get some food, but had to wait for about an hour or so for a table. So I had a couple of drinks, only 2 pints and a bottle of beer, but it really sort of affected me. I felt quite tipsy after those. Anyway, my hangover seemed to kick in at about 2 o'clock in the morning. I woke up, had a bit of a headache, and so I'd take a couple of painkillers. But yeah, apart from that, I slept pretty well after that. It's a nice morning. It's due to be a bit cloudier later, and then the forecast is still showing rain for tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see what we want to do after today's walk. But yeah, we've got Rames Head there on the headland behind me, so that'll be where we get to next. And then we curl around the headland and we head towards I think it's Penley Point, and then Corsand and Kingsand, before we get the Kreml ferry back over to Plymouth.
I'll let you go, just need some time. At your own pace, you need to find your way. I know now you'll never change your mind for something that matters to me. You do not know what I have in mind. I packed our bags, we'll be on our way. The night was long as I waited without a sign. 'Cause I know what matters to you. But what do you want? What's your biggest need? Every hour we spend together, then suddenly the chances are small, just like the lottery.
So yesterday we walked from, well, from before Lou. So there's Lou, and then you've got Seaton Down Derry, and then Port Wrinkle, and then across to Tregenhawk at Whitsand Bay. Right, so this is the St Michael's Chapel, which is situated on the top of Rain Head. You don't have to come out to this bit. The coast path, you know, cuts a bit further inland and doesn't come quite out as far as this headland, but you can, you know, come out and have a look at the chapel if you wish. The chapel was built in 1397. Yeah, and it's pretty incredible, really. It's so exposed, you know, nothing else around here. The headland comes quite far out from the mainland, and this is just prominent up on the top of the headland. And yeah, you know, I've been able to see it for days, really, on the walk. So yeah, it's quite nice to be here. No one else is here. It's really quiet so far this morning. It is Easter Sunday, so maybe people are busy eating their eggs. But anyway, the view behind me there is going back towards Plymouth, and I can actually see Wembury and the Mewstone, which is an island just off Wembury. But that would be tomorrow's walk, I believe, if the weather is okay and we carry on. Yeah, that would be where we get to tomorrow. When I left camp this morning, I stupidly forgot to fill my water bottles, and I only realised when I got up to the chapel just a minute ago. But just inland from there, as you pick up the coast path again, you've got the National Coast Watch building there behind me. So I popped in there and put £1 in their charity box, and then they filled my water bottles up. So yeah, that's good. It's not too bad this stretch anyway. We have got Whitsand, Kingsand, and obviously then Plymouth, but it's always good to have some water on you, and I think I only had about half a litre left. So yeah, I got 2 litres again now, so that'll definitely see me through. So I just stopped here. This is Queen Adelaide's Chapel, which is actually a 19th century folly. This is at Penley Point, so I'm just about to turn the corner now and head towards Whitsand and then on to Kingsand. But yeah, it's quite a nice little building that's sort of been chiselled into the rock here, and it's got lovely views out across Plymouth, the breakwater, and over to Wembury. Boundaries now of Mount Edgcumbe Country Park, and this place holds a special significance to me because well, those of you who have followed me along for some time will know that last year in June I got married to Lucy, and Mount Edgcumbe is where we had our wedding. So we got married up at Mount Edgcumbe House, then had our reception at the Orangery, which we will be passing on the coast path, and about 1.5 miles, I think. So yeah, I was excited to get here and to sort of revisit it, but I'm also feeling a little bit sad because this is my last couple of miles of Cornwall, and Cornwall's been superb. You know, it's been, well, you've seen the videos, and you know, in real life it is more spectacular than what the videos portray. But yeah, sad to be leaving it anyway. But you know, South Devon next, and then into Dorset. So I'm sure there's still many amazing sights and adventures awaiting me. But yeah, it is sad because Cornwall was, you know, the bit that I always thought the southwest coast path was all about, really. But anyway, yeah, keep pushing on, and when we get to the Orangery, I'll show you around and yeah, show you where we got married. So this is the Orangery. This is where we had our reception. When we got married in June, all these flower beds here, they were all full of flowers. It was, yeah, really, really lovely place. Well, welcome to Plymouth and the Royal William Yard, which was constructed in 1825, but it's now been converted into a series of apartment blocks and, you know, restaurants and bars. And as I walked into the yard, the smell of the food from all the restaurants, yeah, it's made me feel quite hungry. Anyway, we got to walk through the Royal William Yard now, and then out the other side up to a place called Devil's Point. So that's looking back across to Mount Edgcumbe, where we've just come through. And then we caught the ferry point from the slipway there, and then across to Plymouth. Okay, so I've just walked through Devil's Point and I stopped and had some lunch because my mum came and met me. So obviously now I'm in Plymouth, I've got family and that around this area. So yeah, mum came down, brought a picnic. So we've stopped and had lunch for an hour. It's turned a bit grey, but anyway, I'm going to push on now, get to the Hoe and then onto the Barbican. Just have to leave in Devil's Point, you come to Darnford Street, which is an old Georgian street heading up towards Plymouth, and So Arthur Conan Doyle, who is the creator of Sherlock Holmes, he practiced medicine at number 1 on Downford Street, and all along this street they've got these little brass plaques with quotes from Sherlock Holmes on. Right, Plymouth Hoe, that's Smeaton's Tower behind me. It's a lighthouse that was moved from its position out to sea up here onto Plymouth Hoe. It is open to the public, so you can go in and look around and climb up to the top. But yeah, I just wanted to bring you up to the top of Plymouth Hoe here to show you that. The coast path is down here, a bit lower level along the road. But yeah, worth coming up here to have a little look at the promenade and the lighthouse up here. Right, we'll carry on now. We're heading now down towards the Barbican. From the Barbican we cross over the harbour, past the National Marine Aquarium, and that is where today's walk's going to end. So as much as I love Plymouth, I think it's quite a good idea to split it halfway through, because there is quite a lot of industrial sort of areas and a lot of people around. So we'll split Plymouth down just past the Barbican, and then we'll pick it up there again on another day. So if you catch that yellow ferry there, it'll take you straight across from the Barbican over to Mount Batten over there, which skips out quite a large part of the Plymouth section. So that is an option if you want to do it, but yeah, it's not the one we're going to be doing. We're going to walk around it and yeah, see all the delights that Plymouth has to offer. Right in the middle of the screen there, that's the National Marine Aquarium. That's where we're heading now. Newland can keep its little plaque up on its building. This is what you call a monument to the sailing of the Mayflower. Right, that's it. We're at the back of the aquarium now, and that's where I'm going to end the walk for today. And it is actually where I'm going to end this leg of my walk as well. I was originally planning to carry on to Wembury tomorrow and then on to Bigbury the day after, but the forecast, well, you can see it's already got darker and darker today. It's just looking a bit miserable. So this part of the coast path now is close enough for me to pick up easy enough anytime, and the beauty really of me walking it in sections is I can pick and choose when I'm out on the path, not like some of the people that I follow along with who are, you know, are in it in all sorts. So yeah, I'll end it for today. We'll wait for the weather to get better again. Obviously we've got to wait for the tides to be correct as well for the arm crossing, but when it all falls into place, yeah, I'll be back soon and we'll carry on with our walk. So anyway, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and see you on the next one.